following up on some breaking news from overnight. People here in DFW say they felt an earthquake all the way out in West Texas.
Breaking news from West Texas, a region not typically known for earthquakes, has just experienced its largest ever recorded, a 5.1 magnitude quake. Residents were shocked, and experts intrigued as the tremor, centered near the small village of Hermle, shook North Texas and Dallas. Is this a rare anomaly, or does it hint at deeper changes beneath the Lone Star State? Stay with us as we delve into the details and explore the potential impact of this significant seismic event. It was just another Friday morning in West Texas until 9:30 a.m. when an unexpected 5.1 magnitude quake hit, the strongest ever recorded in the area. The small, quiet town of Hermle, about 200 miles west of Fort Worth, was near the epicenter. Life in Hermle is usually slow-paced, but this quake shocked locals and drew attention statewide. The tremor was felt widely, even in North Texas and Dallas, where buildings shook and items fell off shelves. This wasn't an isolated incident. The region had experienced several smaller tremors in the days leading up to it, raising concerns. Earlier in the week, a 4.9 magnitude quake hit, and just the day before, a 2.5 tremor was recorded. These smaller quakes served as a prelude to Friday's major event, leaving many residents uneasy, as seismic activity is rare in this part of Texas. The scientific explanation for this quake is intriguing. How do we measure its strength? The U.S. Geological Survey, USGS, does so using advanced instruments and techniques. The magnitude, which reflects the energy released during the quake, is measured on the Richter scale. A 5.1 magnitude is significant, especially in West Texas, where such events are rare. It's a reminder that, while we may not always feel it, the Earth is constantly moving beneath us, and when we do, it can be quite startling. Following the 5.1 magnitude earthquake, reports of structural damage emerged across Hermle and nearby areas. Residents, particularly in older buildings not built to withstand earthquakes, reported broken windows, fallen objects, and cracked walls. Local authorities quickly assessed the damage and ensured resident safety. Scurry County officials declared a disaster, enabling emergency management teams to mobilize swiftly. These teams conducted safety inspections and offered necessary repairs. Though Texas isn't as known for earthquakes as California, the state has seen a rise in seismic activity, particularly in the Permian Basin, where this recent earthquake occurred. This uptick is often linked to oil and gas activities, such as fracking and wastewater injection. While many minor quakes go unnoticed, recent events have raised awareness of the potential for larger earthquakes and their geological causes. The 5.1 magnitude quake is part of a trend where fluid injection in the oil and gas industry is often connected to seismic events. Despite the earthquake's intensity, initial reports indicated no major casualties or widespread damage. However, infrastructure concerns remain, especially in older buildings not designed to endure seismic energy. For instance, the Robert B. Greene building in Behar County was declared unsafe after a previous quake. In response to this earthquake, the Texas Department of Emergency Management, TDM, provided crucial real-time seismic data and analysis to local governments and emergency personnel. This information was vital for determining response procedures and evaluating the earthquake's impact. TDM's continuous monitoring of aftershocks and potential future seismic events ensures that officials and residents stay informed and prepared. Clear communication from TDM helped maintain public safety and calm, guiding residents on how to protect themselves during seismic events. Officials have urged homeowners to prepare emergency kits and create family emergency plans due to increased seismic activity. Essential items include water, non-perishable food, flashlights, batteries, and first aid supplies. Having a family emergency plan enhances safety and coordination during earthquakes. Local governments and emergency management teams are also conducting outreach to educate the public about earthquake safety, which is crucial in a state like Texas where large earthquakes are rare. Efforts include public service announcements, educational materials, and workshops to boost awareness and preparedness. In response to recent seismic events, experts and authorities are revisiting preparedness measures, advocating for stronger building regulations, retrofitting vulnerable structures, and launching public awareness campaigns. With large earthquakes uncommon in Texas, many residents are unfamiliar with proper safety protocols, making these efforts essential. The state is considering stricter construction standards and modifications to existing buildings to improve earthquake resilience. Historically, Texas has experienced significant earthquakes, such as the 5.4 magnitude event in the Texas Panhandle in 1925 and the 1932 Mahawortham earthquake. These incidents highlight the need for better building codes and practices in the region. The recent earthquake has sparked scientific interest, with researchers exploring potential links to human activities like fracking, which has been associated with increased seismic activity in some areas. While no definitive conclusions have been reached, scientists are closely analyzing data to determine if these quakes are influenced by human actions. The earthquake's epicenter was about 10 miles northeast of Hermle, Texas, with Scurry County experiencing the strongest shaking. Local officials are assessing structural damage in the area, with initial reports indicating some buildings have been affected and require further inspection and repair. Reports of tremors were also received from Lubbock, about 100 miles from the epicenter. Residents there felt noticeable shaking, showing the seismic activity was widespread. While the shaking wasn't as strong as in Snyder, it still concerned locals and prompted officials to check crucial infrastructure. San Angelo also reported tremors, underlining the earthquake's broad impact, even far from the epicenter. The local administration there is assessing potential damage and ensuring the integrity of buildings and infrastructure. A few days before the 5.1 magnitude quake, a 4.9 magnitude quake struck Rotan, another affected area. This series of events has raised concerns about West Texas geological conditions. Authorities have ramped up monitoring to prepare for future disasters. The shallow depth of the earthquake, around 1.79 kilometers, 1.1 miles, likely contributed to the widespread shaking. Shallow quakes are more noticeable due to stronger surface shaking, which explains why places like Lubbock and San Angelo, though relatively far from the epicenter, felt the vibrations. For many locals, this earthquake was significant. Abby Hagar, for instance, who grew up in California, found the quake in Texas felt different, more abrupt compared to the rolling sensation she's used to. The administration acted quickly to address potential damage and ensure safety, with Scurry County officials declaring a disaster. Since quakes of this magnitude are rare, authorities aim to address any infrastructure issues immediately. Local emergency teams were ready to assess damage and provide assistance. Although no severe damage or injuries were reported, residents are concerned about potential aftershocks, which can still cause anxiety, especially in a region not used to frequent quakes. Seismologists are closely monitoring the area to update the public on any ongoing activity. The 5.1 magnitude quake highlights that earthquakes can occur in unexpected places. Despite being rare in Texas, this increased seismic activity has spurred interest in understanding its causes and risks. Scientists are likely to continue studying the event to help predict and mitigate future activity. Lessons learned may lead to better building codes, increased public awareness, and a deeper understanding of West Texas geological processes. Residents of Hermle and nearby areas are recovering and reflecting on the event. Even though West Texas isn't on major fault lines like California, this earthquake is a reminder of the Earth's constant movement. While this quake is a rare occurrence, scientists are investigating whether human activities like hydraulic fracturing might have played a role. Though no clear answers are available yet, ongoing research aims to identify patterns and potential links. Texas has a sophisticated seismic monitoring system to track earthquake activity, which is crucial in less frequent quake regions like West Texas. The Texas Seismic Monitoring Network, with stations across the state, gathers data on earthquakes' properties, such as magnitude and depth. Further research will focus on whether human activities, such as oil and gas extraction, could be contributing to seismic activity. Texas isn't typically known for frequent earthquakes, but historical events, like the 1931 Valentine quake, show it can happen. The recent 5.1 quake, part of a cluster of activity, underscores the need to assess infrastructure and improve earthquake preparedness. This event may have raised awareness about earthquake safety and the importance of having response plans, especially in areas where quakes are rare. Understanding these events can help guide public policy, improve safety measures, and possibly lead to stricter regulations on activities like hydraulic fracturing if they're found to be linked to seismic activity. The earthquake has sparked discussions about safety and preparedness in Texas. As scientists continue their research, understanding whether these quakes are natural or influenced by human actions will be crucial for better preparation and risk reduction. The community remains vigilant, and ongoing scientific research aims to provide clarity and improve responses to such events. Earthquakes can severely damage infrastructure, leading to costly repairs and disruptions, particularly in areas reliant on industries like oil and gas. Environmental concerns also arise from potential fracking-related contamination, Addressing these issues requires a comprehensive approach that balances the benefits and drawbacks of energy extraction. Accurate earthquake forecasting remains a challenge due to the complex interplay of natural and human factors. However, advances in data analysis and technology are improving our understanding. In West Texas, recent earthquakes have prompted both immediate and long-term responses. Local authorities are assessing and repairing damage to critical infrastructure and implementing public safety measures. These efforts aim to minimize the impact of future seismic events. Stronger regulations on activities like fracking, including tighter controls and better monitoring, are essential to managing risks and ensuring sustainable practices. The earthquake has also fueled a broader debate on energy policies, highlighting the need for a balanced energy mix that includes renewable sources. This event underscores the importance of considering the environmental and safety implications of energy production. Collaborative research and regulatory measures are crucial for advancing our knowledge and managing seismic risks effectively. The West Texas community has shown resilience and unity, coming together to support each other and engage in discussions about preparedness and sustainability. Mental health support has been provided to help residents cope with the emotional impact. The earthquake has also spurred improvements in infrastructure and emergency response planning. Overall, it has emphasized the need for disaster readiness and a sustainable approach to energy management, leading to a more prepared and cohesive community. I hope you enjoyed our video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more educational content like this. Thanks for watching.